Trump says he would encourage Russia to do whatever the hell they want to any NATO country that doesn't pay enough. Former President Donald Trump on Saturday said he would encourage Russia to do whatever the hell they want to any NATO member country that doesn't meet spending guidelines on defense, in a stunning admission he would not abide by the collective defense clause at the heart of the alliance if re-elected. NATO was busted until I came along, Trump said at a rally in Conway, South Carolina. I said, everybody's gonna pay. They said, well, if we don't pay, are you still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not. They couldn't believe the answer. Trump said one of the presidents of a big country at one point asked him whether the U.S. would still defend the country if they were invaded by Russia even if they don't pay. No, I would not protect you, Trump recalled telling that president. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay. You got to pay your bills. The White House later Saturday called Trump's remarks appalling and unhinged, and touted President Joe Biden's efforts to bolster the alliance. President Biden has restored our alliances and made us stronger in the world because he knows every commander-in-chief's first responsibility is to keep the American people safe and hold true to the values that unite us. Encouraging invasions of our closest allies by murderous regimes is appalling and unhinged, and it endangers American national security, global stability, and our economy at home, White House spokesperson Andrew Bates said in a statement. At the core of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization is the promise of collective defense, that an attack on one member nation is an attack on all the nations in the alliance. Trump has long complained about the amount other countries in NATO spend on defense compared with the United States and has repeatedly threatened to withdraw the U.S. from NATO. But his comments Saturday are his most direct indication he does not intend to defend NATO allies from Russian attack if he is re-elected. Trump has for years inaccurately described how NATO funding works. NATO has a target that each member country spends a minimum of 2% of gross domestic product on defense, and most countries are not meeting that target. But the figure is a guideline and not a binding contract, nor does it create bills. Member countries haven't been failing to pay their share of NATO's common budget to run the organization.